Te kareriandet nebo tatcha
of the National High Altitude Training Center.
nebo konetisiet nebo legok chebo reroshok nebo atepto nyewo.
We must begin by thanking God,
Barajeja ke kakastaetet kulomito nyetete.
who has made it possible for us to complete this phase.
Nyeku kuyat kutilyangala kotokoi kokachebundo chitiyo.
The Bible says,
Mwe kitabunak chotilile.
unless the Lord builds a house,
Kotokoi bate yokate chindet koto.
the builders labor in vain.
Piko chomite kuteksile iye amurwaro. Dobre kinye masakwi.
Therefore, our being here today
Kunye amite nyoi bibo shoni.
is testament to God's faithfulness to us
Kunye mujurwandit nye batabon nye da pindet amule jemite.
as we embark on this work, which
Jemite.
promises to be a game changer in our pursuit of sports excellence in our country.
Jemite cheishoni sunget kotoror ngalekab reroshok kunye masukut tuwaiwekatet omyemetab Uganda.
A journey that has led us here today started a few years ago.
Boni nakyeka kwerwechek bibo shoni kicheche kenyishek tukusich kuket.
Following the heroic exploits of our sons, Moses Kipsiro
Kuruptoigei ako kabolishet nye kitapon nye kibale kokyo kuyu Moses Kipsiro,
and Stephen Kiprotich,
Stephen Kiprotich.
as they raised our flag on the global stage.
Kuwo kuywendi bendarenyo kuwo torot koromen amabut amkore tugul kumugul.
Cognizant of the blessing of the abundant talent in Sebei region,
Chekerestochini kakotoywek chebo reroshok ak mwaek amye amkamasta nyebo Sabinya.
the Ministry of Education and Sports commenced consultations with the Kipchora district local government
Luget nye namagei ak reroshok ako kamasta nyebo Kapchorwa kicheki kwondin wanake.
to establish a modern sports facility for our athletes.
Lasunget kutekwech atopto nyebo reroshok nyebo legokyo.
In 2012, while honoring Mr. Stephen Kiprotich,
Kenyit nyebo 2012 chiyweni kayweishet mariondet Stephen Kipsoro Kiprotich.
following victory at London Summer Olympics, where he won a gold medal,
Kuruptoigei ak kabolishet nye kibo gold am London.
a president pledged to construct the National High Altitude Training Center, Teryet.
Kukur tabondet le masachetech atoptinyi chemite bashoni.
And today,
Ango
we are here
bashoni
because the president has delivered on his promise
chemite ibiu amnye kokonyit nyewo nyebo yemoni kurtoetenyi.
to support the athletes and our vision of provision of quality sports for all.
Kula sunget chitoror ngalekab reroshok ako churtaetet nyebo reroshok chetaboniji nyebo biko tugul.
Therefore, in a special way, I want to thank the president
Amaretya nyechuyat le kabaragaste nyewo nyebo emetab Uganda
for his invaluable support not only for this project and other sports infrastructure,
amga titirishet nyewo ak swamen nyekikon priebata amiu ndene amareroshok chemakargei am emetab Uganda
that are being constructed,
chekichetech atobutok chekuchetech.
but also the direct support he has continued to extend to our athletes.
Ako katitirishet nyekonu ako swamen nyewo nyeiwendini legok chebo ng'waek checho.
You are all aware that our athletes be employed, that his wisdom, the president guided, that our athletes be employed in the forces, so most, if not all, are employed by the Uganda Police or UPDF and the Uganda Prison Services.
Amkasoto yuandet nyekikon nyewo nyebo emetab Uganda ukula legok tugul chorwe ndo chebondo kakoto yuandet nyong'waek kiche kiroke kunyorishondoki am lugoshok chebo prisons police ako kapkoya anguch lego choto koliemo tugul chechang kiche kinyorishondokwa.
This project has been a timely intervention to provide a home for our athletes to train right here in Teryet.
Teksoni kunye kocho boroindo nyetabon kila sunger nyor legok choka netishet nyetabon am ng'waek am kamasito nyibo Teryet.
You may recall that on 4th September 2024,
Masoko
received-
so kle amarawet nyebo amani maget abel funagain agabrimnya.
We received the sad news of the death of Sergeant Rebecca Cheptegei.
Jenyoru logoywek chemiotik kapsa chekibo metab Rebecca Cheptegei
That happened in Kenya.
chekitogune kamasta nyebo Kenya.
Like many of our athletes, the late Rebecca used to train with colleagues across the border.
Kuyuyat legokyo alak chemakargei chemite yu lekwenyo Rebecca Cheptegei kunye kinetege mwe kamasta nyebo Kenya.
Therefore, I am very grateful to God that we now have our own home for our athletes.
Anga
here.
kosto yati indet kapsa kle ka chenyoru yata dobinyo nyemakonetege legokyo nyekamabeti kamasta nyebo sang.
Undertaking the development of sports infrastructure is capital intensive in nature.
Chekarastochi teksetab tobutok chebarerosyoki koishet nyerokechi anguwo angu mite kasmeti kutesetai.
And I recall that on 7th June 2024, as we contracted MS Suma for the development of Hoima City Stadium, I talked about the issue of operation, management, and maintenance of these facilities.
Posheshok msamva maraweta po mgaga amuga nyinyidinyi amga masta nyebo Hoima kya sot kapsa yok kya ngololi ngalek chebaripsetab tobutok cheyujituju.
Our robust plan to invest in sports infrastructure is to not only develop and professionalize our abundant talent in different disciplines, but to also generate revenue for government that these facilities are capable of if well managed.
Chetech tukuch tuju chekargei itiyule prebate kule kotirir ngalekab mwek ndene kukon babesa kuywendi kasimeti yokotebokot kukwek atobutok chekacherip amaret nyetabon.
Therefore, I tasked my colleague, Honorable Peter Ogwang, the Minister of State for Sports, to develop a concept on management of all the sports facilities to ensure that the government reaps from its investment, and I want to reiterate this position.
Kale yati kya ywendi yati shet marionde to gwang kula kujo agobelutiet ndo kartasit nyekakon tatweti nyeka chekarasto chiripset nyetabon atobutok chitu tokol sanget kule yweni kasimeti besaniki kukwek atobutok chemuche kotitir kasimeti amgon neta besaniki.
I know that the new sports law vests the responsibility of management of the public sports infrastructure under the National Council of Sports.
Angat kule ngalek chechang chebo ripsetab atobutok cheyujituju akon darastiti kunye yweni kamukayywek luget nyebo areroshok amu emetab Uganda.
And I wish to guide that as we adhere to the provisions of the law,
Kabarakonu ya kamukayywek kule chemite cheriben darastindinyo
we need sound management guidelines that will facilitate the council to execute its mandate.
lazima yat chenyoru kasoto ywandet nyebuchi angu nyechurtat kula singet kotilya kamasato ndokiyato.
This is the first phase of the project,
Tekset nyebatat chanyi
and I believe that once the facility is officially handed over to the National Council of Sports, planning for the second and third phases of the project will be prioritized.
yoka chekosondiyat National Council nyebo Sports ndo luget nyenamaga yok areroshok am Uganda masaku chachiat tatwet nyebo tekset nyebo atopto nyebo eny.
We must now correct what we have seen so far that needs a little more work put into it,
Maja
so that we can be confident when we have foreign visitors coming to train here that we're sending them to a place we are confident about.
maja sat le mujo kumite le lusto sanget kule okotebo kukwamba biko chekwone kamaswagi kebo sang chebonde kapsa kangatetet kule priyaule masako nguny.
I thank the stakeholders who have supported us to make this a reality.
Kostoi biko tokol chekikwik chekikworon kamas kotokoi kutok ngalek kulokatok kundabasioni.
The Uganda Wildlife Authority,
Luget nyebo ua
the Kapchora District Local Government,
mongetab Kapchorwa,
Ministry of Works and Transport,
luget nye boboni nagi, ago ishondok,
the UPDF,
sakaryandit,
the different sports federations, associations,
lugo shokye bare ro shokye magargay,
the Ministry of Finance, and our athletes, among others.
luget nye bobesa nagi, ak lugo shokalak.
Indeed, together, we all achieve more.
Kale chemwe kle, wana kle, chenyoru chejang,
In a special way, I
amaret nye
want to
tuyat,
recognize the resilience of athletes from Sebei
kabareje gastoji, swamet, ago mutjojine tet nye bolego kye bare ro shokam sabinye.
who have consistently performed very well and raised the Uganda flag in high various championships.
Chegi kwita pon kabisa kotokoy ku yue bendaret tarat amo aroro shokye magargay amgore togol gul
Even when the appropriate facilities were inadequate.
ngale gimite tugu keji golle ge chegi mayeme
This facility is not just a physical structure,
tugu tuju bale priye tugun je ge se gonyegi
but a beacon of hope and aspirations for athletes across our nation.
dene tugun je boga genedi ango tugu ke muje chishi amgore che magarga kore togol gul
It is our own version of theater of dreams and our shared responsibility to ensure that we produce more cheptegei's and more kiprotiches to raise our flag globally.